Hi there. Today we have Josh Heikkila with us from Mountain Financial. Hi, Josh. How are you?
I'm doing good, Jessica. How are you?
Good, good. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm up here in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I moved up here about 6 years ago and met my wife, and now we have a 2-year-old, and we just had a little baby girl about a month ago. So we're enjoying the family dynamic there. We like to enjoy most of what Coeur d'Alene has to offer. So we have we like the fitness piece of it and going out to enjoy good food. The concerts that come through here, we enjoy that stuff. So it's been nice to be up here and build our family and enjoy the Pacific Northwest.
I love that. You're probably not getting much sleep as a new dad, but you sure do live in one of the most beautiful parts of the country. For those watching, if you haven't been to Coeur d'Alene, you should add it to your list. It is one of the prettiest. So tell us a little bit about what prompted you to start this journey, Josh.
Yeah, so like some people have probably seen, Mountain Financial is our parent firm, and actually they're headquartered in Denver, Colorado. So actually about 10 years ago or so, I went to Mountain Financial as a client and worked with the team there and was able to get situated pretty much out of college. Went through their education process that we offer and got all set up with my finances and was a client for quite a while. About 4 years ago, I really took interest to finances and working on it for myself, different investment opportunities and what all Mountain Financial taught me and how to apply that on a bigger scale. I was learning that and getting really interested in that. So I started to, go out and reach for licensing and different areas that I would need to work in the financial world while I did my other job at the time. Once the pandemic hit, and I saw that people were having such a difficult time with not having cash reserves, or if they, had something that they couldn't get out of, weren't able to manage the struggling situation a lot of people were running into. I saw there was a need for help. So I wanted to do something that allowed me to meet with people and say, hey, we have this knowledge, we have this information, we have the resources out there to make sure that you can kind of be able to manage the situation and manage the mess that you might be in. And then if this were ever to come up again, you're in a better spot. It is primarily really what I was looking for. So I actually reached out to Mountain Financial and they brought me on and we started, Mountain Financial Pacific Northwest, essentially. So we've been working with people here to, like I said, fix things that need to be fixed. If people are just getting started, we can help them get started on the right foot. And then obviously, the standard wealth management and investments as well. We pretty much cover all the different areas. So that's kind of what prompted me to
And
start
what
this was
about
the need.
nationally speaking? What states are you guys working in?
We are doing a lot. So currently, right now, we obviously have Idaho and Denver as our two primary hubs, but we are in Washington. I'm working in California. We have New Mexico, Georgia, Indiana, New Hampshire, Texas, Arizona is one. So those are the areas we're currently working in. It's pretty easy for us to get involved and cover all the bases we need to work in any of the states.
Cool.
Some of those have different hoops that we need to jump through to get there, but it's just some paperwork. We figure it out and we'll help anybody out.
Cool. Okay, great. And something that I really pride myself on, and many of the Network in Action members do, is, providing a really great customer experience. And, we talk about customer service, and I'm sure you have lots of favorite stories, but can you share with us today maybe one of your favorite customer service stories or something that you're really proud of?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's one that always comes to mind when I share in these types of questions, or even just I put it in our presentation when we're talking with new clients. I thought it was really awesome. So basically, we had a young married couple come to us, and they had a large, mountain of debt that they needed to work their way out of. They came across a significant issue that buried them in some debt. They came to us and said, we have no idea how to manage this. Our marriage is struggling because of it. We don't know how we're going to be able to do this. And so basically we were able to gathered the information on everything that they had. We, provided a bunch of insight on some of their options where, hey, you can do this, consolidate your debt over here, or we can move this around. We can do this, with some investments and so on. Ultimately, helped them, with their education piece and did a bunch of casework. The short, quick answer of it was they had about $1,300 just in minimum interest payments that they were paying to get out of this debt. We got that all the way down to $150 a month. So we cleaned that up,
Wow.
and now they were able to use, the remainder of that $1,300 to
Yeah.
actually pay down the debt, right, and get out of that hole. That was one of my favorite reviews that I got, where it was basically, thank you so much. This feels manageable. You might have saved our marriage.
Oh,
And that meant the world to me. And so to be able to have that kind of impact with a pair of clients, and know that they're satisfied and comfortable now, that was the ultimate goal.
yeah. Yeah. That's a great story. Thanks for sharing that. So there are lots of financial services people out there in the industry. Tell us what makes you and your offer special or different from your competition.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think what a lot of people come across when they're looking for different financial services is they're going to find people who have a very narrow, focus on, we just do wealth management, we just do insurance, we just do credit repair. They have a little bit more of a narrow niche. Whereas for us, we call ourselves macro managers. So our firm is going to work with clients in every aspect of their financial situation. So if they have, like I said, wealth management, they have accounts and investments that they want to manage on their behalf, we can do that. If clients have debt, like that couple that we were just talking
Mhm.
about, we can help them get out of debt and repair. If they, need education savings for the children, we can help with that. Insurance needs, if they need to, adjust their insurance or, add insurance or whatever, we can help with that area. And if it's something that we don't offer in-house, we spent the time and did the legwork to, make connections with people that we know can provide that service and will take care of our clients for us. So the short answer is we cover the whole picture. Not a lot of places that I've seen are going to sit down and work with you in every single aspect of your financial situation, and work with you with the whole big picture. The other thing that I haven't totally seen with other people is our clients can come to us and they're not going to have any expenses out of pocket. So some other advisors are going to have, yeah, I'll be happy to meet with you. It's $150, $200 per session. Or they offer something on the back end. We don't do that. So a client could conceivably meet with us, give us their information. We work with them through our educational process and casework, and they don't spend a penny. And obviously, so
Yeah,
everyone's
that's big.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so every and it's huge for those people. Like, I need to get out of debt. It's not very helpful
Mhm.
if I say, yeah, absolutely, pay me $200 an hour.
Yeah.
It doesn't solve their problem.
Yeah, totally.
And the short gist of that is, if a client ultimately works into an investment or some sort of insurance, those people will pay the investments, or the insurance companies will pay us a commission rather than the client having to do anything out of pocket. So it makes it a lot more simple for the client overall in every area that they need to address.
Gotcha. So if somebody wants to reach out and talk to you and maybe do a consult or work with you, what is the best way for someone to do that?
I would say probably the easiest way is to just call me. I pretty much am always able to answer my phone, and I can provide that number. What I'll also do too, and I say that's the easiest because it's a number that they can address and call rather than have to memorize my email address. But obviously, if they have access to that, that's a good way too. Uh, do you want me to provide that number now, or do we?
Yeah.
Okay. So the best way to do that is they can just call 855-522-5344. And then obviously I'll answer and I can kind of see what they're looking for. I can give them my email address there. It's a little bit easier to spell out with my last name. And then usually what's going to happen is I'm going to connect them to my calendar software, and they're going to be able to see, let's schedule an introduction. We can do it in person or online, and they can see my calendar and my schedule and pick a time and day that works for them. And that will kind of get the ball rolling for the whole process.
I love it. Well, thank you for being here today, Josh, and welcome to Network in Action.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.